I'm Greg Carradine, principal at David Douglas High School. This is my 25th year at David Douglas. I held various roles throughout my time here at David Douglas High School.
What are you most excited about this year?
I'm excited to have the students back in the building, simply because I think David Douglas, during the school day, academics goes on, but then beyond the school day, we kind of become this community center, and we can get information to parents and to students by having our building open. So the thing that I'm most excited about is giving those students the opportunity to come in and get some of those resources to help enrich their lives and be prepared for their post-secondary careers.
How do you encompass equity as a leader?
Equity is something that I live daily when I examine my own core values. Justice and service resonates the most with me. I want to meet students where they are and help move them to do something great, to help them to search inside of their souls to understand what they can be. And the more we can stretch students into these new territories, new areas, I think the more productive they can be, and then also can be positive citizens that can help sustain our communities. And if I can add to that too, Tay, I'm sorry, if I can add to that though, I think we need to, we want to always try and create a holistic student, and not just prepare them for, the exit David Douglas High School that's in the Portland area or the state of Oregon. We want our kids to be prominent in the world.
How do you include the David Douglas School District equity lens when making building-wide decisions?
Well, we just completed our accreditation program here at the high school, and the review engagement team required that we have a parent committee. And one of the things I wanted to do is make sure all our parents was involved in the representation of our school here. And so within that engagement review team, I was able to go ahead and get parents from different ethnicity groups to go ahead and represent our school. We kick off our monthly meetings, our faculty meetings every month with an equity presentation. And then we also, with our equity chairs, facilitators, they get an opportunity to come in and communicate with us during our administrators, during our faculty meetings. So we have communications and things that's going on all the time. One of the things that has come out of this communication, we have a We See You Center that has been started at the high school, and our equity team has gotten together, and they're putting this center together to welcome students, our BIPOC students, and some of these underrepresented kids, to provide a safe place for them to go.
What does a racially affirming school environment look like?
I think the school and David Douglas High School is, we want our kids to feel like they belong here. And in doing so, again, this is an extension of our students' home. A lot of our kids spend more time here in the David Douglas family than they do with their own families. And that's the reason that we want to try to open up our school beyond the school day, so those connections can be made.
What is your equity stance?
I believe we should meet students where they are. One of the things, and the way I like to try and explain it, I'm right-hand dominant, and I have two hands. I'm right-hand dominant, but then if something happened to my right hand, one of the things that I'm gonna do is go ahead and make sure if I need to put a glove on it to get it back right. That don't mean I need to put a glove on the left hand. That means that this right hand needs more care. And so our students are the same way. All of our students, we need to see where they're at and what they need, and we need to adjust to what their needs and meet them where they are.
How will you use data to ensure equitable outcomes for students?
Well, we examine the data, and we always trying to peel the layers back. We examine the data to see where the deficiencies are. And then once we find the deficiencies, we go ahead and try to put resources towards those deficiencies. One of the things that we implemented this year is a digital literacy class. We know students transitioned in from the middle school. It's one of the most important times of their lives. And in order to go ahead and make that transition, we've started what they call a digital literacy class. And so this particular class here helps students understand how to be a student. And for the first time, they're trying to earn credits in high school. In order to help them with that, we've put together these particular classes to help them to understand that now these credits count in order for them to graduate high school. We also have implemented our LSU, our BSU clubs after school, so students can have a place to go after school, along with many other different clubs that we've done after school too as well.
What equity practices do you hope to see in every classroom?
Well, I would hope our teachers affirm students as they enter into the classroom. We adopted one of the CRTs, which is one of the CRTs that the district adopted too, and knowing students by name as they enter into our classroom. But then I've also talked to many teachers that we have in the building where they've gone through and they've put different type of pictures of famous BIPOC people on their walls. So when students come in, they feel that they're represented in the high school. And some of the other things we've been doing, we've been trying to, when we start looking at putting staff around our students, we want to make sure we can get staff that our students can also relate to.
As you self-reflect on your spring and summer hiring practices, share your efforts and outcomes to diversify your school for both classified and certified positions.
So this year was a huge hiring year for us here at David Douglas, and one of the things that we hired probably over 23 certified staff members, and then also some classified members too as well. And one of the things that I took upon myself is to go through all those different applications and vet those applications, and also look for qualified people that can again make connections with our students, so our students can feel safe and go and have some of those trusted conversations with people that look like them. My name is Carradine, and I believe in equity.